They brought it in retrospectively and they said...
This will be the third documentary Patrick will be filming which commemorates the Kokoda Campaign. His passion for the subject started when he was first introduced to the Kokoda Trail in 1983.
And I was doing stories for Australian television, for the Today Show in Australia. And I realised what amazing place, but I realised I didn't know the real story. So that's when I started to get interested. Then I did a documentary on it years ago, and I met lots of the diggers and the Fuzzy Wuzzy Angels. Many of them became friends, so I kept wanting to find out more and more and more. And then I felt I had a kind of obligation to tell their story so that today's kids will understand where that story came from.
Patrick has since written books about Kokoda and has made documentaries about it. For the 75th anniversary, the title of the documentary will be Kokoda, The Spirit Lives On.
So I'm looking at it from the point of view of people who walk the Kokoda Track today, right? People who live up there, people who understand the history of it, Papua New Guinean side of it, Australia's side of it. So we're looking at the spirit itself. What is it, and why is it still important today, and why is it still important to pass it on in the future?
And he says the best description of the Kokoda spirit was given to him by a digger.
And he said it was mateship, interdependence, one against the other, looking after each other, first. Second, it was fighting on when you've scarcely got a breath left in your body for the sake of those mates. And the third thing was respect for each other. And I think that's still really valuable today. It's exactly what we should be doing today. And it's a symbol of the friendship and the bonds between Papua New Guinea and Australia.
Over the years, the Kokoda Trail has become popular among tourists, especially Australians who walk the 96-kilometre trail as a test of endurance and survival. But more still needs to be done to ensure this part of PNG and Australian history is not forgotten.
And so I think a lot of Australians and a lot of Papua New Guineans aren't aware of how important that is. But I think it's one of the most important things in our modern history. We should pass it on, and that's why we're doing the documentary, just to keep those voices alive, so that when the final Fuzzy Wuzzy Angel dies and the final digger dies, you know, that story will live on way past their lives.
Serah Aupong, National EMTV News.